So as promised, this is going to be my video on my free-to-play completion of the expert difficulty of our very first event, the Red Gundam. What's up everybody, Fortexfiend here, and welcome to another SD Gundam Eternal video. And like I promised you guys on my last video where I gave you guys kind of an overview guide of this event that we did do on my live stream from it last night, I'm going to be giving you guys a visual of my free-to-play completion for this particular event. Now, I do want to get a few things out of the way before I get started with this. And if you guys want to skip this, there are going to be timestamps down below. If you guys don't want to hear this, because I will be kind of ranting a little bit, I apologize. But if you guys want to skip, there will be timestamps. But I do want to get a few things out of the way. First of all, that video that I made, which I did that completion on my whale account, is just one of many strategies. And also, not to mention, that strategy can absolutely be replicated as a free-to-play player. You don't need to have the exact same Sazabi that I had to be able to pull off something like that. Like, I've had people in my Discord community, which by the way is growing, and we got a lot of awesome players from the community there, have replicated that exact same strategy of blitzing down the Red Gundam on expert difficulty with 2 powerful UR DPS units. It is very possible to do that as a whale, and it's very possible to do that as a free-to-play player. So just because I did it on my whale account doesn't mean that it's impossible to do it on a free-to-play account, because some people were saying that, oh, this looks like it's going to be like another pay-to-win event. I completely disagree. It is not a pay-to-win event. And again, that is one of many strategies. Speaking of strategies, if you guys have the time, look in the comments section of that video, because a lot of people have shared their strategies with me, a majority being free to play, some being spenders, but a majority were free to play, and they utilized whatever they had available to them to their rosters. They shared with me the positionings they used, the turn order, where they sortied, which part of the squad that they put their units, which positioning that they used to be able to complete the expert difficulty of this event. So if you have the time, I know it's a lot of comments to sift through, please take the time to check, or you could also just join either my Discord server, or there's other servers out there with a lot of knowledgeable players, and they will share knowledge with you for how to complete this particular event. Third that I want to bring up, some people are saying, oh, I'm free to play, I don't think I could beat the expert stage, I really want to max limit break the Red Gundam. Well, you're sort of in luck, because yesterday while I was streaming, I noticed that I had an additional copy of the Red Gundam, and I hadn't unlocked the last limit break item that you could get from the event by beating expert like several times. And I was like, where did I get this second copy of Red Gundam? Well, it turns out on all difficulties, normal, hard, and expert, the Red Gundam can actually drop. Now, I will caution you, it's a pretty low chance, but I didn't even notice that it actually dropped for me on stream, because I was just focused on trying to beat it and trying to get as many clear so that way I could get all of the mission rewards. But if you can't do expert, you can potentially get enough copies of the Red Gundam if you farm like crazy, and hopefully it'll drop for you. The only thing that you will miss out on are the weapon upgrade materials that can only be dropped from the expert difficulty. However, remember, with these type of events, and with pretty much any gacha that I've experienced, these events tend to come back. So if you don't get it now, it's nothing to, I hate to use the word cry over, but it's nothing to cry over, because these will come back. Okay, these events will come back. So if you didn't have a chance to do it now, if your units are not powerful enough, you don't have time to power up your units, you could definitely do it later on. Okay, I think that's all that I wanted to get off. Oh, there is one more thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about. So I saw some comments on my last video that I wanted to, kindly address, that were saying that it's unfair that my free-to-play account has several URs that their free-to-play accounts don't have, and that it's not right that I'm showcasing a free-to-play account where I have several URs. To me, that doesn't make any sense, because I put out a reroll guide. There's also a website with an amazing, resource, and also a tier list if you guys want to use it, that tells you what to pull for. Now, you guys know how I feel about tier list. Favorites over meta. However, if you want to be free to play and you want an optimum start, there's a video that I put out. There's several videos from other content creators. There's a resource website. There's communities that will tell you exactly how to reroll. So as a free-to-play player, you can have the most optimum start as much as possible, as long as you have the patience for it. And honestly, the reroll process takes like 2 minutes. Really, it does take 2 minutes. So if you rerolled an account and it's not that great and you're struggling and you're thinking it's not fair that others have this or that, well, that's kind of on you. I'm sorry to say that. And you might either want to restart and also just take a look at like research and look at the guides that people have put out there to help you out. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. Okay. Whew, that was very wordy. Let's go ahead and get right to the video. We're going to jump right into my account here. Again, this is my free-to-play account. As you could see, this is my lineup. It's the exact same lineup of units that I had from the last video that I made on my free-to-play account. So we're going to go ahead and go to stage. We're going to go into events. So I've already beaten this on my free-to-play account, which is the account you see right here. As you can see right here, I've already beaten it. And this is the team that I used. So this is going to be my squad 1. Now, I strategically positioned my units this way, that way. I can move in the correct space. So I have Exia at space 3. I have, or position 3. I have Freedom on position 1, and I have Barbados in position 5. So this is going to be on the left side of the map, okay? And the strategy here is that, you know, the strategy that I employed for this particular fight is I'm actually wanting the Red Gundam to come to me. So unlike my last video where I blitzed it, this one, because I don't have a powerful unit like Sazabi to help me out with the DPS, I'm letting the enemy come to me. So this is going to be my squad 1. And then afterwards, my squad 2 is actually kind of cool because this is technically the more free-to-play, if you want to call it, because these are all free units. So I've maxed out my G-Quacks because why not? And also this SSR is fantastic. And I got mine to level 100 with the SP coins. I have none other than the Tall Geese, and I really wanted to use the Tall Geese because Tall Geese is one of my favorite mobile suits of all time. Tall Geese 2 in particular. And also I am using Epion because Epion is just super badass. Because why wouldn't you use Epion? It looks so cool, right? And Gundam Wing for the win. But anyways, this is the exact party that I use. These are the warships that I use to try to power up some of my units. Particularly, I wanted to power up my DPS, my main DPS units, so that way they're the ones that are dishing out as much damage as possible. So we're gonna go ahead and sortie right here so you guys can see a visual, and I'll walk you through exactly what I did here. Let's turn off auto because I don't want to die. I don't want to die. Okay, go. All right, so as you can see the positioning right here. We have the enemy units there, and we have my squad 1 here on the left and squad 1 on the right. So the first thing that I want to do is I want my Tall Geese position. I position my Tall Geese right here, so it'll kind of protect this side of my units and also draw a little bit more aggro. And what I do here is I'm just going to go ahead and apply its long range ability. It looks like it might actually kill. Now, something to note, and I'm actually not going to... Actually, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to use this, and then I'm going to go on standby. So, if you take out 8 of the mobs of the enemy units, what's going to happen is more are going to spawn. You kind of want to prevent that because they're going to keep attacking you as long as you're within range, and you might start running out of energy, or you might be taking too much damage to the point where you actually might lose a unit. So that's something that you want to keep in mind. Okay, so with... what you call it, with G-Quacks here, what I'm going to go ahead and do is pop this for the buff because I want to get a little bit of tension on this unit, and I'm going to kill this mob. And this is probably going to be the last mob that I'm going to take out. And I will position Machu or G-Quacks right over here. I'm going to position Epion right here. Yeah, that should be fine. And not take a turn. Okay, so this is going to be where we need to position correctly as well because we want the enemy units to come to us. Okay, what I'm going to do here with Barbados is I'm going to pop the defense, the force guard. I'm going to take 1 unit out so we have increased damage with the tension. And then position right here. And I'll hit standby. With Freedom, we're going to go ahead and just use Sway. Keep Freedom alive, and I'm just going to go on standby. And with Exia will go... we'll go right here. And for Exia, we're going to hold on to all of these skills because I want to save it for the next turn. Okay. Or excuse me, I want to use that at least. Keep the tension up. and then we're gonna stand by. There we go. Okay. Positioning is key. All right, so the G-Quacks. The enemy G-Quacks is gonna attack, but we got the defense going on right here. So Praise is gonna jump in and take the damage here. And what's gonna happen is that Barbados and Freedom are gonna start applying the debuff, so that way this enemy G-Quacks is not gonna be able to take out our units, because that thing with a chance step is really dangerous. Okay. We might see a spawn, but I'm gonna start defending at this point. So yeah, I think I'm gonna start defending here. I'm gonna opt out. Over here, I'm just gonna defend. There we go. We'll counterattack on this one. We're gonna defend. We're gonna get attention down, but that's okay. I don't want those ads to come out because I don't want to risk taking more damage and also running out of energy. So I'm playing this a little bit more safe, so that way I don't mess up this run. But again, this is one example. There's people that have done this better than me, but I'm giving you my example on my free-to-play account. There's so many of these things that they're kind of annoying, these mobs. All right, you know what? We're going to take one more out, and let's just see what happens. There we go. Okay. So this turn has to work out just perfectly. All right, so this is what we're going to do. I am going to use this. I'm going to move right here. Let's see who we could take out from this range. Okay, so I'm going to use this long skill right here so we could get a little bit of tension here on Freedom. There we go, we're supercharged. Perfect. Let's see. So with Barbados, I'm gonna go over here. Let's use his middle skill. Let's take this thing out. Okay, perfect. Okay, we got a chance step, so now we're going to use the skills. I'm going to use the shield, and I'm going to go ahead and use the attack burst, and we're going to go straight after the Red Gundam and get that attack down. Hopefully it doesn't crit. Go. Barbados doing its thing. Such a cool animation. I love the animations of this game, and I at least want to watch them once, especially when I'm making these videos for you guys. Alright, ooh, we tanked that well. I thought that was going to do more damage, to be honest. Alright, so we got the attack down, which is great. So we're going to go ahead and fly here with Freedom and get the defense down. Freedom is almost gonna die here unless we somehow evade. There we go. We got the defense down. Perfect, perfect. All right, this setup is looking good so far. I think we can do this. Woo! All right, that was close. Okay, so now we're gonna pile on just a little bit more damage, just a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna use the attack buff with the G-Quacks. Let's position you right here. Yep, right here. Okay, we got more enemy units, but that's fine. Actually, that might actually help us out. for higher tension. Okay, so now we're gonna step over here, take out this unit. All right, and then we're gonna go right here, get a nice hefty attack in with the G-Quacks. Ooh, literally almost taking out this enemy unit. This unit has impressed me so much for being free to play, like a free unit they gave out. As long as you invest into it, which I highly recommend that you do, because Machu has a double chance step in her kit. You just gotta unlock it. It's such a good unit to have. Look at that hit! Look at that hefty hit. All right, and then we're gonna go ahead and do the magic here and send Exia for the finishing blow. Let's get more mobility just cuz. And let's get a Transam in. And let's get the finishing blow in. All right, here we go. Again, share with me down below in the comment section how you guys did this. Whether you're free to play or not, I'd love to know your strategies. What units you use, what worked for you. Did you use Exia? Did you use Sazabi? Do you not have them? What other alternative strategies did you use? Please share in the comment section, because not only do they help me out, but they also help out the others that actually watch the videos, and then knowledge just shared across the board, which is great because it helps everybody in the community enjoy these games, and it helps everybody find various strategies to be able to do this. But that is going to be my completion with my free-to-play account. Why I didn't get 10,000, I probably took too many turns there, it took too much damage, but I did get 10,000 when I first cleared this, so just ignore my score there. But there it is, guys. I did it with that exact same team. Very, very cool. Let me know again what strategies you employed. Let me know what videos you want to see next. I love creating content for you guys. Thank you again for watching. Stay tuned for the next video, and stay blessed, everybody.